Hey guys, today we're making peach cobbler. Cobblers are a very rustic, homely American comfort dessert. They come from a family of pies and tarts. They have thick crusts and are either filled or topped with fruits. Don't worry, I'll be mentioning all the ingredients and their quantities in the description box down below. Now let's get started with the process. Let's start by prepping our peaches. I'm gonna cut around the center of the peach just like we do with an avocado, and then just twist it and it will pull right out. Don't they look incredible? So we'll now be removing the stone from the middle. Fun fact, there are two kinds of peaches, the free stone and the cling stone. Basically the categorization comes from whether the fruit clings to the pit or not. Funny, right? So now that they are halved and the stones are removed, we'll start peeling off the skin. Now some people prefer the skin on and some do not. It's honestly a choice you've got to make as per your taste. So after the British colonization of America, the non-native Americans started using a lot of canned fruits because the fruits were not easily available everywhere and all through the year. Hence, the very concept of using sugary, syrupy canned peaches on the cobblers came into existence. Well, I prefer fresh fruit over canned any day. Now that they are peeled, we will slice them into medium widths. Remember, if you slice them too thin, they will get soggy very soon when you cook them. Here goes our peaches into the pan. Just ensure that the pan is on low to medium heat and not high. Adding 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. Now gently mix this all together. Adding half cup of powdered sugar. Adding granulated sugar puts your peaches at risk of overcooking because it takes time to melt. So please prefer powdered sugar here. Butter for some glossiness, cinnamon for some flavor, and vanilla essence for some aroma. This smells so good, you guys. If only you could smell this from your screens. Now let's start with our dry ingredients. Place a sieve over a container and add in around 1 cup of flour. Now add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and half teaspoon of nutmeg powder. A pinch of salt because this will elevate every other flavor of this dish. Now that this is done, let's move on to the wet ingredients. In a bowl, add 1 cup of powdered sugar, 3/4 cup of milk, half teaspoon of vanilla essence, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, but we'll add this in stages so that no lumps are formed. Now we can add the rest of the milk and the melted butter. Okay, so now we'll combine our wet and dry ingredients. Start gently mixing this around, incorporate all of the wet and dry ingredients together and gradually increase your speed. Until you find yourself whisking like a mad person. Well, it's worth it. We have a silky smooth batter. Then line your tin with a generous amount of butter. I repeat, generous. This will give your pastry the crust it needs. Pour your batter into the tin and spread it evenly. Now for the last step, let's line the peaches on top of the batter. This is supposed to be very rustic, but if you feel like making it fancy, you can line it in some good shapes, but I'll go with the rustic look. Now don't push the peaches inside the batter, we're just trying to spread it on top of it here. And if you have any liquid left over from your peaches, basically the sugar syrup, then you can add it on top of this. It will really give a very nice flavor. And in absence of fresh fruit, you can go for the canned version, but I would suggest you go for another variation like using apples or berries instead. Any fresh fruit, that just gives the best taste. Once you've lined it up, now bake this at 180 degrees Celsius for 50 to 60 minutes in an oven. And if you don't have an oven, you can use the pressure cooker by removing its whistle or a bati maker too. And here it is, a beautiful, crusty comfort dessert, the peach cobbler. Do try this and let me know how it turned out. And if you enjoyed this recipe, then please do like, share and subscribe, and also check out my Instagram channel. Until next time, bye.